Hello everyone, this is Suruchi once again on Queen Show with Tanu of course. So today today's live is really important and we are so excited about it. And definitely आपको भी पता ही होगा that who is gonna come today. Yes, he's from Spain. So firstly I just need to add Tanu and then I will join Stefano. So firstly send the request to Tanu. Him. So, so this is our first live that we are doing with the overseas guest, and I am super duper excited for this. Tanu, come. We are waiting. Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. I hope I'm live. Am I audible, visible, all of it?
Yes, all of it.
Hello,
Hi. Hola, Stefano. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm good too. And thank you so much for joining us. This is really important for us. And yes, thank you for your
Yes,
time.
thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much
thank
for
you for
joining.
inviting me. I like to do interviews.
Oh my God, I still can't believe that I have already sent you a request about it and you just accepted. We are super, super excited. So here we go. Guys, he is Stefano Ronaldo and he is just amazing. He is doing great job for animals and definitely today's live is gonna be very special. Why? Because today we the all bits about the veganism and animal cruelty, they all are gonna vanish today. Why? Because he is the best who can guide us about the veganism and how we can work like him to just for the benefits of animals. And yes, lots of questions, lots of myths. Today we're gonna ask everything to him. He's here to give all your answers and welcome you again. Are you excited, Tanu?
Yes,
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 of
I'm
course.
excited.
I just want to make sure, like, at 5 past 5, I will have to leave. Okay? So
Yes,
it's
yes,
like
for
20,
sure. We're
25
gonna
minutes.
wind up. We're gonna wind up soon. Yes, Tanu.
Yeah,
Bang on.
yeah.
Start.
Yeah. So we are excited as hell, and thank you so much for saving so many lives and inspiring as many lives as you are inspiring right now. So thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna start with my first question very fast, as you say. So how this the journey of veganism started? I mean, what made you to go for veganism? How it all started? Just let's start from there.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I went first, let's say, plant-based for the environment. I was traveling in Asia, and I think most people, when they make big changes in their life, they have these stop moment where they, get out of work, because otherwise you are in this loop of working, doing things. You don't really understand what's going on. So during these 2 months in Asia, my life stopped, and I actually have um, food poisoning. So actually,
Okay.
I couldn't even travel, and I started watching documentaries, and I realized, watching Conspiracy, how bad is meat, dairy, and egg industry for the environment. And this is where I decided to be vegan. Also because there in Asia, I don't know, maybe in India as well, but it feels like the pollution, it's much more clear to see. So you realize, you see the rivers, you see the street, and you see there is less law enforcement compared here in Europe. And so even though Europe is also polluted, but they hide it better. So when I went to Asia, I realized that, and I went vegan, maybe for the environment. Actually, I'd say only for the environment. I was still very species. I wouldn't recognize the individuals in animals, and in fact, for this reason, I would give myself the option of having seafood and fish when I was like once per year. Just because it was enough, right? I was doing a lot. Like I've been vegan 364 days per year. But then COVID hit, and I started to build my online business. And so I had this kind of stop again. And I also realized how important it is in the online world to be really strong with your values and, exert your purest version of yourself. So I looked more into veganism and what activists were doing, and I realized that we're talking more about the ethics. So thanks to Joy Cardstrong, that was making the connection and making me realize that all animals are like little person. They're just living their life. They're not doing something wrong, and we can live without it. And at the time, I already knew that I could be healthy as a vegan, and also watching slaughterhouse footage. And at that point, I also adopted Nina. That's it. So she was there,
Oh, how cute!
and
How cute!
so just having her and looking at her just chilling on the sofa made me realize that it's very bad what's happening to the animals, and also made me switch my mentality, because I've always been a good guy against discrimination. Like I never liked hearing bad comments about women or other races or whatever. And when I realized that everyone around me was abusing animals, I just decided that was a most important thing to do in life, rather than just making money or just living your life. I don't think these days you need to just live your life. If you just live your life, you're being selfish, because there's so many things going on and you need to do something.
Yeah.
That is so true. If from birth, if you are vegetarian or vegan, it's like a normal thing. But when you get converted, I mean, being a non-vegetarian, you get converted into veganism. Yeah.
I don't. I want to make clear. I don't support vegetarianism. This is a idea that's not the reality of fact these days. So we know how bad eggs and dairy industry is. So vegetarian it's still being a little bit stepping backward if you can be vegan.
Yes.
That is also true. I totally agree with that. Okay, being an animal defender, you are an animal defender too, right? So can you just share one instant that changed your life to being that so?
Yeah, as I said, it was that moment when I was looking at other activists' work, having conversations, and then I looked at Nina, and I was in this island because COVID hit. I was living in London, and my family had this holiday house, so I went there, and I have this fire inside me. I really wanted to start doing what Joy Carbstrong was doing and just having conversation with people. But I realized that I was like in a very traditional environment, and I didn't know anyone that was vegan, so it was very difficult to start doing activism there. And then when I went to Milan, I signed up to Anonymous for the Voiceless. I got this tattoo before my first event, and this is how it started.
So let's talk about your yeah, let's talk about your tattoos. They are really fascinating, and this animal defender one is the recent one, and I was totally blown once I watched this. So this is perfect. I mean, you are just saying your thoughts through the tattoos. That is a completely different and unique idea. So fitness is really important for you, as we can see through your Instagram page. So fitness is really important for you, but people also do believe that for muscles, for our body, for the protein, the meat is really important, and that is completely a myth, I guess. So please tell us your take on this.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's show, because facts.
Oh my God! Let me just take the screenshot. That is the best thing. Okay, I got it.
I mean, look at that body. It is just way beyond any meat eater will be having.
Your body said it all. I mean, this is the perfect answer for those who said, okay, for muscles, for the great body, we need meat.
Definitely not. I'm just blown by seeing this.
But
Yes.
yeah, so what I can say is that it's all marketing. I don't know. I think that we all of these big companies and doctors and fitness specialists, all of them, what they did throughout the years, they they just did marketing. So they got a pain and a problem from the person and sold the products, and this is exactly what happened, right? But and the sad thing is that there's so much going on in the studies. And after I went vegan, because I was training before as well, I've become a personal trainer, and I started to study it more and more, and I realized that all of these studies are a lot of them don't make sense, and so there is a lot of brainwashing. But what I can say is that you can be absolutely healthy as a vegan. I personally, like, people out there think we are carnivores and omnivores, but I don't know why people think that, because if you just stop for a second and think, we're not. Like, we are very different from lions, from dogs, from cats. We are more similar to monkeys. Some people say, but my monkeys, they eat insects, but not all monkeys do. Monkeys are very intelligent, so they learned, as we did in the past, to survive in different ways. So in the past,
Yeah.
we just chosen to eat meat because we had to survive, and it's still a choice today. The only difference is right now, the choice is between abusing animals when you don't need to, and before it was survival. It was a survival situation.
Yeah.
So true.
Moving on.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Stephen, when you weren't vegan from the birth, okay. So when you got converted into vegan, so there had been very criticisms and challenges you must have faced. So how often you have been contradicted about this thought of eating choices?
All the time, every day. Every
Yes,
day.
we had.
But is my mindset that has changed a lot, because obviously, having had all these, there were times when I was insecure of my position, but then I realized that there is really no excuse around it. And most people, when they make objections about veganism, they are very irrational, incoherent, and close-minded. So my mindset right now is that, like, if you are attacking myself as a veganism, where you're doing objection, for me, this person is making a fool of herself, or himself. It's not, it's not about me. It's about the other person that has some personality problem, or it's just very selfish person. Because I realize that, like, a lot of activists, and I think lots of vegans, think that all the world has a vegan inside. But I don't know. After talking with many people, I think there is a lot of selfish people, and people that just don't actually care about animals.
Yes.
Also, a lot of people that do care, hopefully. But yes, like, the protein stuff, I don't really get it, because I don't, like, you are straightforward, I think, making a fool of yourself if you come to me and say, but what about protein? I train in the gym, I'm an athlete. I'm like, man, I'm stronger than you and all your family and your friend that trains in the gym. I'm stronger. So, like, what are you talking about? Ask me, how can you eat? Do not say like it's impossible, because in front of you.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are a live example.
Yes. And
Yes.
how vegan journey has supported you throughout this fitness, during this fitness journey, and how it is important to, have such experiences in your life. What kind of experience have you faced?
I think I didn't hear you well.
Okay. So, your journey, okay? Let's talk about your vegan journey, right? How your
Okay.
veganism has supported your fitness, and how many experiences have you, experienced during this journey?
Yeah, I mean, I cannot really point out like benefits from the vegan diet towards my fitness. Yeah, I've always been training in the past uh, as a non-vegan, and I did get great results. But I think that the benefit that I got from a vegan diet, especially because I eat a whole plant food, right? So I prioritize vegetables, legumes. I eat a lot of fruits, seeds, nuts. So I do approach the vegan diet from the healthy side as well, with balance, of course. I do drink. I do like some vegan junk food, but mainly my diet is healthy. So what I notice the most is my energy levels throughout the day. So I just feel healthier overall, and I feel that I have a lot of energies, and I think in the long term, this is what really gets you the benefits into a fitness journey, because I think you can feel healthier and push harder in the long term.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, and overall, like I've got stronger, so I'm stronger than I ever had in my life. I started kickboxing now, so I do 2 workouts per day. I work 10 hours per day. Sometimes I sleep only 6 hours, and I keep going. I got all I need to push through life. So
Great, great. Yes, Sunny.
So, yeah, that is inspiring. So, Stephen, how many lives you have changed till now? I mean, how many of you have turned to vegan? What I'm basically asking is, when someone comes to you, like we need a training, so and he or she might be non-vegetarian. So, how difficult it is to turn them into vegan?
well, that's a good question. Because as I said, like, and actually, as you said at the beginning, like for me, activism, animal rights, and saving the animals, it's the most important thing that comes before as a mission for me in life. Of course, I don't work with non-vegans, and well, usually the conversation goes like this: I ask if they're vegan or not, and so no, wait. You ask me if they contact me for training. Well, the same.
Yeah.
I would ask them if they're vegan or not, and I will bring them through, like a vegan
There is some network issue.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
circle talking about fitness. Some people after having this conversation about, are you against animal cruelty? They say, yeah, of course I'm against animal cruelty. Like, do you know that, male chicks are macerated, for eggs, and to have milk, you need to take the calf away from the mother. And anyway, all of these animals dies, whether it's meat, dairy, and eggs, they all die. Do you think like this is goes against your value? And at the end of the day, if we start having a conversation where they have a lot of objections, and I try to make them understand that what they're doing are wrong, I just don't work with them. Sometimes the people would ask me after this, they would say like, can we start talking about fitness? And I'm like, no, man, like, I think animal abuse is much more important than fitness. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's the problem with people, really. I think there is a
No,
lot of. If I have to be
ever ha
honest, tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ever happened? No, Stephen, I'm like, I'm missing my chicken. I feel so weak. I don't want this vegan diet. Can you just shift me? Can I eat one chicken per week, or my chicken soup, or anything like that? Have it ever happened?
No, I would say that the chicken wants to live. Why would you kill the chicken? You know?
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, like you. They also love to learn.
He was Indian actually, and
Okay.
you know, he was follow my lead. He was really into starting with me, and I think he was saying yes, yes, yes randomly. And after 2 months working together, he wanted me to check his diet. So I sent me some screenshots, and I saw yogurt and milk, and I started to get very upset. And so I called him straight away. I mean, like, man, what are you doing? Like, do you realize what's happening to animals for these products? Because otherwise you are out of my program. I said, right now I have a policy. If if I found out they eat animal products, they are out of the program and they need to pay me 200 euros. And and
Nice.
and so, like, luckily, the guy was also obviously already very inspired by me. We worked together 2 months, and he really didn't realize what was happening to the animals. So I sent him some video about, standard practices in the dairy industry, and he realized that, okay, I understand now. Yes, I want to be vegan. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
flexible.
Okay,
No.
great.
No, when
Great.
you take like this kind of steps, you need to be aggressive on these kind of things. Aggressive
Very
approach is important.
Especially if because coaching, I work with the person, so you cannot work with someone you don't share values. I'm happy to give free content to people that's not vegan. They might get inspired, they might learn something. But when it comes to coaching and working one-to-one, I don't work with someone that doesn't care about animals, or whatever. It's making excuses. I don't know what's happening in people's minds.
Perfect, perfect. So Chris is here and saying Stefan is the best. Yes, he is the best. So all of the followers, those are with us. I'm going to tell you the thing that we gonna have that follower segment. So please be there with us, and you can just ask anything with him in the followers segment. Now moving on, you are having a perfect, fabulous body, and whenever you say that I'm a vegan, people might get surprised. Okay, this is something unique. And what was your parents and friends reaction over it when you have turned into vegan?
You mean in parties?
Yes, in parties. And what was the family's reaction and friends, of course?
Okay. So, well, family reaction have been different. Like, my mom actually vegan now.
Oh.
So we've seen Dominion. We've seen Dominion together, and she realized that it was very bad. But she was experiencing a lot of cognitive dissonance. She wasn't realizing that product was coming from there. So she needed me to remind her. But she never rejected the facts and the idea of veganism. She just needed some time. With my father, a bit different. Like, we went through the same. We had some very, clear conversation. My father was, it's true, it makes sense. When we saw the video, he even, kind of said that, it was very bad. Should we go vegan? He said to the girlfriend. But then 1 year after, I go there, and they are still asking me if pasta is vegan, and. And, I got upset again. I'm like, I'm not saying, I think you need to go vegan, but, if after 1 year, I don't see any changes, like, you didn't make an effort to try some vegan products and stuff like that, like, where are your values? Like, what's going on? And this is the family. Instead, when it comes to friends, unfortunately, because I do so much activism, and I'm a very black and white person. Like, I never liked people that are close-minded, discriminatory, and like just arrogant, incoherent, irrational. I never liked this kind of people. And with veganism, the thing exploded. Like for me now, most people are irrational, incoherent, and all this stuff. So I prefer to spend time with vegans. Because otherwise, if I spend 6 days of the week doing activism, having conversation with no vegan, getting pissed off on them, and you know, I never recover my energies. I'm consistently fighting. Even with girls, actually, I met a girl at a party. I was drunk. You know, when I'm drunk, I am more flexible, especially with girls. But like, we
Okay.
kissed and we spent some time together. I did wanted to go with her, but then we didn't go that night because I was very tired. Like I was partying for 2 days, so I didn't want to go with her. And the day after, when we chatted, I was like, wait a second, I don't want to go there and have a debate about veganism. So I just had a conversation on chat, and she has imagined she have an irrational, incoherent reaction. Actually, she was accepting everything. She was making sense of veganism. That's wrong to abuse animals, but not taking action. She was apathy. She was like, yes, it's like this, So yeah.
Okay, and there is no surprise. Your girlfriend has to be vegan.
Yes.
Yeah,
No
I have.
option she has. No other option she has.
No, but I do
Okay.
have
Yes.
a
And what is
vegan girlfriend.
and what's your take? What's your reaction when someone says, "Oh, Stephen, I love my dog, but otherwise they are having seafood and muttons and chickens and eggs and everything, but they love their dog." They
Yeah, I
call
mean,
themselves
I
animal
have
lovers.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what well, first of all, I try to make them empathize more with their connection with the animal, and usually if I'm actually doing activism, they have slaughterhouse footage in front of them. I would ask them if they what would they feel if they imagine their dog in their situation, like the like pigs. How would you feel like your dog is
True.
going into gas chambers as you are seeing happening for pigs right now? This is usually what I do. Of course, like reaction are very different. Like I was talking with the guy. See, going back to my social life, for example, this day I got involved in a day on a swimming pool with a vegan girl. That's my friend, and then all the other people weren't vegan, and I knew they weren't vegan, and also pretty close-minded people. But I decided to go anyway. I closed my mouth. I didn't want to get into conversation because it was Sunday. It was my day off, and then the guy offered cheesy chips to her, and she said no. And he said, like, why not? And the girlfriend of this guy say, why, you still don't know she's vegan? And the guy said, oh, what a shit life you do. And this is where my Sunday ended, because I said, man, no, man, it's the cows. It's the cows that are having a shit life because you need to eat your cheesy chips. And, you can have normal chips without cows abused in the process. And we went through the dog stuff, and he said, "Oh no, but dogs are beautiful. Dogs are sacred," and very close-minded. Like I couldn't keep up with him. Very bad.
Pure hypocrisy it is. They are not
Yes.
But
animal
usually,
lovers, I guess
but
they are dog lovers.
again,
I'm saying they are not animal lovers, they are dog lovers only.
yeah, they're practicing discrimination. Yeah.
Yeah, pure discrimination. And what is your take on the leather products and sustainable fashion? How you promote it?
Sustainable fashion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is your take on leather products as well?
Okay, so I'm not much into fashion, because when I went vegan, especially because it was for the environment, I started to be a minimalist. So I think I have the same pants I bought 3 years ago, which actually now there is a hole. Where are the? I think this one. Now there is a hole, and now I need to
Oh my God.
buy. I need to buy new ones. But I really try not to buy stuff if I don't really need it.
Oh my
However,
God.
something that's sad that I find out lately, it's you probably know Earthling ads, yeah, and he
Yeah.
created this brand, and I was shocked to find out that he's using recycled plastic, which I think recycled plastic is not the way to go. You need to use different material because it's the same. You use recycled plastic, but if it goes into the environment in the ocean, whether it's recycled or not, it's still plastic. So I was very upset about that. I think if someone wants to be sustainable, needs to try and do as least plastic as possible, even though it costs more. You just raise the prices of your products. That's it. And leather. So people that maybe have some leather stuff at home, they say they're vegan, they still use it, and I think it's fine as long as you don't buy it. Like buying secondhand, it's no, you're still you're still paying for the industry. But if you're using something that you already had, I mean, I don't think nothing necessarily bad, apart from the fact that it's like having a Nazist sign on your chest. So I think if if you want to support the cause, you shouldn't use that because it sends the wrong message.
Yeah. Uh, Actually, sustainable fashion is all about, reusing and, just less buying. There is
Yeah, like secondhand.
Andrea. Yeah, there's Andrea. I'm very inspired to try vegan for a few days to see how I feel. I'm vegetarian for the animal, but feel it is so hard to go vegan for the diet and knowing what to eat. Andrea, I would suggest you to just straight go for Stefano. He is the best person to guide you. Moving on, I mean, I was talking about the India. Okay, so India, India has announced that there will be single-use plastic will be banned, and it is going basically
Nice.
implementing, and we are so happy by the decision that Indian government has taken. Now moving on to the quick questions. Some questions are there, Stefano, that you need to answer quickly, and let's
Quickly. I
know
have 5
more
minutes.
about you. Yes, okay. So best compliment till date.
Best compliment of the day. Um, I think when I I don't know. I think just when they tell me like you're vegan and beautiful.
Oh,
I like when they value my compassion. That's I like that.
okay. Your favorite training spot, where do you love to work out?
So you were skipping. I didn't hear you.
Okay. Where do you love to work out? The favorite spot.
Spark outdoor.
Okay,
Okay.
outdoors. Okay. Your favorite vegan dish that you love the most?
Well, I love vegan lasagna that I do myself, and instead of the meat, I use the shiitake mushroom. The big one. Yeah, I open them and they get out all of the water. Then I make it in pieces and I use it like substitute of meat.
Great. Your favorite book do you read?
My favorite book so far, I think it's been, even though it's the one that I haven't learned the most, but You Are a Badass at Making Money. It was very fun to read, and it helped me a lot. The mindset of not giving too much value to money, even if your goal is to make money. So I love that one.
Okay. So any documentary that you were talking about, any documentary that can change a people's mind, so you can suggest anyone?
Yeah, definitely. I think the environment is also important. So Cowspiracy and Seaspiracy is all you need to know about the environment. And if that doesn't convince you, like you are blind. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Then definitely, even though it's very hard to watch Dominion, you need to see how much suffering it's behind these doors. And then there are two speeches actually. One speech is Carnism from Melanie. She done a great job. And then there is the best speech you'll ever hear from Gary Yourofsky.
I noted all. Okay,
It's a
moving on, Tanu.
yes, it's a complete package, and he cooks too. Yeah. Okay, okay. So, Stephen, have you ever heard about this tea, coffee? People used to drink it like for the energy boosters. They say that these kind of drinks boost energy. So, what is your energy booster drink?
You skipped. Sorry.
Okay, okay. Should I ask again?
Yes, yes,
See?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So people keep drinking beverages like coffee, tea by asking that these are kind of energy boost drinks for them. So what is your best energy boost drink?
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Okay.
Okay.
so
And
so
your
so we
pre-workout and post-workout diet also, we would love to know.
yes.
Say again?
Your
Pre-workout and
pre-workout and
post-workout.
post-workout diet.
Ah, I don't have specific, usually I do breakfast with a sandwich with peanut butter and jam and with a fruit, and that's my breakfast. And then I work out, and after workout is lunchtime. So today I had rice, lentils with cauliflower.
Oh.
Okay.
I
And
really,
one
really need to
consist.
leave now. I have a call in 5
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no worries. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Ruchi.
Yes, thank you so much for your time. We had a lot of insight about veganism, and yes,
Yes.
this is going to be a memorable live till date. That's what we do. We just pick up the people, find out their stories, and just cover their behind the scenes. And they complete beautiful journey, whatever they have done till so far. And I have to say that you have done a lot for animals, and this is really recommendable, and I'm going to share this live on IGTV, and he will be back, I guess.
Yes, the network is
There is
stuck
Instagram,
somewhere.
and Instagram can't let us do in a
He
one
just said
shot.
he just said he has to leave and the Instagram got stuck somewhere.
Okay, Instagram just okay. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, he has
Yes.
left. I'm trying to get him back. Let's see.
No,
Okay,
that's fine. I think he was in a rush. So
maybe. Let's see if he'll back. So Tanu, it was great, and
yes, it was a
enjoyed a lot.
fast and furious life.
Fast and furious.
Yeah. So
Guys, I'm
Chris,
going to
to the point
I'm
questions, to the point
to the
answers.
point, and I'm going to save this live on IGTV in the collaboration with him. I hope he will get the notification because last time on the reel he
He
wanted.
didn't.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, if he'll come, then definitely we can just carry on. Otherwise, we have to just.
Wind
Okay,
up.
so maybe he has some call, or that's why he has just.
Yeah, yeah. He hung up, I think.
Fine, perfectly fine. We're gonna have him soon again because one life is always not
Not
enough.
enough.
So, guys, thank you so much and much love to you. Those are, constantly with us. Okay, I got the. Okay, no. He's not there. Okay, fine, guys. I'm going to save this live on the IGTV section.
We
People
need
do
more
it.
time.
We need more time. It was not enough, but okay, he has the schedule and we respect it, though he has just given us the precious time. And everyone, you go check out his profile. This is going to be really inspirational for you. And please share this live if you liked it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It was a great time. Yes, Sanu?
Yes, thank you. Sorry, phone stopped working. Has been a pleasure. Thank you so much, Stephen. It was a equivalent pleasure to us also. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining, saying yes to this live, and keep inspiring.
Yes, and go for vegan and please defend the animals as he do, and please do something for animals. There's a lot
Yeah.
of cruelty out there. Please stop buying leather. Please stop, any non-vegetarian food that you are consuming. Please go for it and love all the animals as you do for the dogs.
Yes.
Bye. Have a good night.